Hey guys, welcome to Telepathy. It's the 20th episode. The podcast is now as old as me, but in
It's your
weeks.
golden
Oh
golden
yeah, it's my
birthday.
golden episode.
Your golden
My golden
episode.
episode. So this week we're gonna be doing a video about like our summer favorites
A
because
video.
or an episode about our summer favorites because it's sadly like almost the end of the summer.
I
Um,
know. My last week of school is this week, which
yeah,
is or
you mean
my
of
last week
summer.
before school.
Yeah.
I wish it was my last week of school. Oh my god.
But little sneak peek before we like get into the all the stuff. We're doing a collab and it comes out not this week that the podcast comes out, but next week. And on my channel we're doing like a behind the scenes of having a podcast. So this segment is actually on camera right now. We're filming like
Yes.
behind the scenes and then like kind of going through the whole process of editing the episode and like launching it and then, doing all this stuff afterwards with social media. So go check that out next week when it comes out. And then also we're doing a collab. This is like a full
Yeah.
collab.
Should
So
we let it be like a surprise?
yeah, on Enzo's channel, it's going to be something really fun.
If you want to participate in it, though, I did put up like a community post Google form thing on my
Hmm.
channel. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, because then you
So
can like be a part of it.
literally. But yeah, you get a little sneak peek that we do have a collab coming. Only the telepathy listeners would know that. So
Hmm.
feels so special.
Yeah.
Anyways, camp questions.
Camp question. Camp question. We're just gonna do a little icebreaker thing at the beginning, like we always do. So, name, age, and favorite book.
Okay, so hi, I'm Enzo. My YouTube channel is Enzo Antonio if you want to go subscribe. And I'm 16. And my favorite book is the Hunger Games series. I can't choose a book, but I also feel like that's super basic. So maybe I'll throw in a bonus one for fun. So I really like The Guest List by Lucy Foley, which Anna showed to me, and
That's such a good book.
I really like it. And I hope that there's like a movie or something of it one day. But it's a really fun book, and it just like, or it's not fun. It's like actually a thriller, but
It is fun though.
yeah, it's an interesting read. So
Yeah.
yeah,
My name is Anna. My age is 20. I actually just realized that there's only like a month until I'll be 21.
I know. I was
So
thinking about that
my
earlier.
number's gonna change. And also we want to quick shout out our YouTube channels because
Mhm.
obviously, I mean, you're probably coming from there, but if not, go to there to watch our collabs. My YouTube channel is Anna Katherine, and Enzo's is.
Enzo Antonio, but I already said that. But
Oh,
double shout out.
I must have been like
You're not
zoned out
listening.
or
It's
something.
fine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, and then my favorite book is Where the Crawdads Sing. It's like such a good book. Man, I love it so much. I actually
I'm
watched.
staring at it on your shelf
Yeah,
right
me
now.
too. I actually rewatched the movie the other day. And it's also just like a really good movie.
So
So
you do like the movie and the book?
yeah, the
Okay.
movie is really good.
'Cause I know
Like
that's sometimes controversial with books and movies.
they did a good job, and like rewatching it, some of the acting was a little bit like you could tell it was a book adaptation, you know. But
Mhm.
like overall, it's just such a good story that like it's gonna be good either way.
Definitely. Now we're gonna do our music shout out for this week. And my shout out is Janelle Monáe. So she released The Age of Pleasure a few or like 2 months ago, I think. And it's just such a good summer album. And I was just listening to the Call Her Daddy episode they did with Alex Cooper, and it was just really, really like I don't know. I just
Mm-hmm.
fell in love with the album even more hearing about just like the behind the scenes stuff with it. So I'm going to shout out Water Slide and Know Better. That was really hard choosing two songs, but
I
I
need
did
to
it.
listen to that album. I haven't
It's
listened
really
to
good.
it.
And she would like host people and then make songs for the party and then play them there and then saw how people reacted and decided if they would fit in the album or not based on
Oh,
how the audience reacted to it,
that's smart.
which is really interesting because you can see how it, is received in a live environment.
I actually, quick side note, I actually saw Janelle Monáe in the flesh before because at SCAD they have like the yearly film festival and she was in Knives Out too. And she came and like I was in the theater and she like came out on stage and did like an
Oh my
interview.
gosh.
It was really good.
I would have freaked out.
Yeah. And Yeah, I'll have to listen to that. By the way, we have a playlist called the Telepathy playlist, and it's just like all the songs that we shout out throughout our podcast. So if you want to find that, go to our Instagram at the Telepathy Pod, and there's like a little highlight that has the link to it. My music shout out of the week is this. There's this song that I've been listening to like so much this week because it's so good. It's called Anna or Anna. I hope it's pronounced Anna
Yeah.
by the Pixies. But it's like one in, so I'm assuming it's
It could be Anna,
Anna.
maybe. I don't know.
But it's like a really good song, and yeah, I've been like playing it on repeat this week. So yeah,
So now for a week recap, which I guess I'm just gonna explain why I do not have a movie shout out because I have had literally no time. I have worked 34 hours this week and
that's crazy.
cries. No, but I worked a double too this week and it was just rough. And I worked a closing shift last night and it just went so much later and we were doing so many dishes
Mm,
and my Converse were still soaked because I was just like in the splash zone of the dish
mm,
area because we wanted to just get out of there because we're not gonna get home at 11, but
yeah,
we still left at 10. But
that's
yeah, I've just been
terrible.
working a lot. But then also I have been filming videos and editing and I've established a posting schedule finally,
Yay.
which I think is gonna work, hopefully.
Yeah,
So stay tuned every Friday, new videos.
cool. Um, I let's see. I've been working this week. I only have a few more weeks left of my internship, which is crazy. I think I have 2.5 weeks left of summer.
I forgot it's like an internship. It's not just a job, you know?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like, I don't
It
know.
is. I
Or it is a
no,
job. Like it is,
no. I was thinking that earlier too. Like it's
like
not
I
just like
forgot
a
it's
random job.
classified as
Yeah.
an internship.
We moved in my brother Kirk to college the other day. So we were there like the whole day on Thursday, like setting up his dorm, and it looks really good. Like when we first got in there, I was like, this is kind of like, I mean, it's
Hmm.
not a terrible looking dorm, but it's just boring, you know?
Yeah, they look so bland at the
But he
beginning.
added like so much art and like decorations and stuff that looks so cool. And then since then, I've just been having kind of a relaxing weekend and literally like I don't even know what I've been doing, but it's just been relaxing.
That's so real. Should we just get on into our summer favorites?
Yeah. So we're basically just there's really not any categories.
Oh, absolutely not. Mine is the most random list ever.
Yeah, mine is too. So we're just kind of like gonna go through a list and like talk about things that we've been enjoying this summer and like recommendations or just like recaps. It'll just kind of be a good like
Right.
recap
No,
of the
some of it, they're
summer.
not like all physical products,
Mhm.
but I think like not doing categories is good because I have so many that are, I'm like,
Mhm.
miscellaneous question mark. Like, where does this even go?
Yeah, literally. Do you want to go first?
Sure. My first one is really random, but I feel like it's a funny one to start. So I got a mattress topper,
Oh,
which
really?
I feel like this is like an interesting one to start on because it's just
Is
so
it the
basic.
kind that like me and Carolina use?
Like like is it like the
The
purple lavender
purple,
one?
yeah.
Okay, yes. So I got a mattress topper because um I have TBS, tall bitch syndrome, and it's basically this thing where your back just like hurts from existing. It's not actually real, but
That's so funny.
yeah, I got a mattress topper because my bed. Okay, when I went to the film thing, I had a mattress topper there, and I slept a lot better because then when I came home, I was like, wait, why is my bed kind
Mhm.
of a rock? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know if people ever notice this when they come into
No,
my room.
well, like my bed is comfy, but like my college bed is even comfier because I picked out that
Hmm.
mattress. This one I just like my parents got for me years ago.
I remember when we picked up or like picked
Yeah,
out the
that was
mattress. That
so
was so
funny.
funny.
But like when I come home, it my bed does feel like harder, and I'm like, oh, I don't really
But
like
do you
this.
ever like sit on my bed and think, wow, this is like a
I
rock?
don't know if I have
Okay.
thought that.
Because I don't know if this is something that nobody was telling me, but I was like, why is this kind of a rock?
Really?
So I just needed some more like support. So I got like a really nice mattress topper and it has like a lavender smell and I've been sleeping good.
Mm-hmm. I was just sitting here and I was like, how is this our 20th episode?
No,
Because
like
I
we
just got
didn't.
like a flashback because we don't record in my room very often. And I got a flashback to when we recorded our first episode. And I was like, how is this
Oh, wait,
already our
that's
20th
weird.
episode?
Wait, I don't like that for some reason. Like that just makes me feel like time is going by too fast
Yeah.
because
It's been 20 weeks.
But also sometimes I have to remind myself like, oh my God, I have a podcast because I
It doesn't feel
talked
like,
about starting one for so long. I'm like, wait, I did it.
yeah, like it doesn't feel like we actually have a podcast. Like, what are we doing right now?
Probably because nobody listens.
Like, it goes down
I'm just
every
kidding.
time.
I'm just kidding. Okay, do you want to go now?
Oh yeah. No, like literally, this video is, or gosh, this audio clip podcast is gonna be, I don't know why I said that either,
This
but like this
podcast, this
podcast
episode,
episode is gonna be like whiplash because
this audio clip.
because this it's
Okay.
gonna be whiplash because like these are just out of nowhere.
Okay, give us something. I'm
My
just kidding.
my first thing is air fried salt and vinegar chips. So
Ooh.
it's funny. I was out of my snacking phase for like a whole month. I think in June I had like this stomach virus thing for a while. Um, but then like a few weeks ago I finally got back into snacking, which is like a huge personality trait of
Got back
mine.
into snacking.
Yeah, like
I love
it's like a
that.
hobby of mine. Um, and so I think it's the Kettle, I don't know what the brand is, but just like the typical Kettle chips, you know?
Oh, you like
Is
put
the
them in
brand
and
is
you
the
like air fry
brand
them?
no, is the brand just called Kettle chips?
Is it the kind that we got the jalapeno chips?
Yeah.
I think so.
Anyways, you know the ones. They came out with like these air fried chips, which are like supposed to be healthier, but like I don't care because I mean like chips aren't healthy in general. But I feel like I like the texture better of them. They're a lot lighter because sometimes kettle chips are too thick, and I kind of like them when they're lighter.
Wait, this is interesting because for some reason, I don't know you were talking about the air fried ones. Like I thought you meant you were putting chips in the air fryer. I
Oh.
don't know why. So I was like not expecting that. But yeah, I have seen those.
No, yeah.
But they're like thinner.
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to like buy both of them side by side to compare, but
That's my collab actually, guys. Spoiler. It's a comparison taste test. I'm
but
just kidding.
I just love salt and vinegar chips. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion because everybody I know that is like, ew, salt and vinegar chips, but I could just like eat a whole bag.
Once I eat one, I will definitely eat the whole bag. But just thinking about them sometimes, I'm
Yeah,
like it makes my mouth like
no, I like
cringe.
crave them. Like it makes my mouth cringe, but in like a good way. Like in
Yeah,
like
no,
a
I do like them, but the idea of them sometimes makes my mouth like.
But yeah, anyways, I've been eating a lot of those the past few weeks.
The next one is a slip and slide. I purchased a slip and slide, and my idea was to use it as like a water bed or like some sort of like something that I can just lay outside in the sun in,
hmm
but it's comfortable and it sprays water at me so I don't get too overheated.
Was it like blown up to where it's like cushy if you lay on it? Because I know some of them are like flat.
The one it was flat like in the middle where you're
Okay.
supposed to slide, but
Yeah.
the end it had little sprinklers and it filled up and was like a little cushion.
Mm-hmm.
And something about it just gave me a huge serotonin rush.
Yeah.
So buy a slip and slide, I guess.
Yeah. I used to love slip and slides. Like every summer we would like go to Target and we would like beg our parents to get a slip and slide. Those were
Like
fun.
they're cool, but they're also the biggest waste of money. Like I
Yeah.
think the slip and slide industry is a scam.
No, and remember like the ones with the slides and stuff that
Some
at
of them
least
were
like
really cool and they were like $250.
yeah,
And
like I feel like one
dreamed
year
of
we got
those.
one of those with like a
Really?
mini slide and it was just like really fun.
I remember looking at those and seeing as like this is like the final level of slip and
Yeah,
slide. Like this is so unachievable. Like
literally.
$250.
Like if you're a millionaire.
Honestly.
So my next thing, I guess this is kind of along the same lines. Um,
As a slip and slide?
Sort of. So when we went to the mountains with you guys, obviously, we did like so we went tubing. So we rented like so we went to the mountains and there's like a lake where we went.
I might have put this on my list. Or I
Really?
thought about it at least.
Oh, that's funny. Telepathy.
Telepathy.
So we rented a pontoon for the day and then it had like a tube attached and we went tubing and it was really fun. Like you literally just like sit on the tube and then drive the boat and
You just go along with
go
it.
along
It's
with it.
weirdly relaxing.
And it was like really fun and I had never gone before and I'm like not the type of person that I don't think I would do like water skiing. I mean I might, but like I'm just like not super adventurous, but the tubing was fun. It was like Anna level,
Hmm.
Anna certified.
My next obsession is going thrifting every 5 minutes. I've been to so many thrift stores because weirdly, in between shifts and stuff, or just when I have a shift in the afternoon and I can't like do an activity for the day, but like, you know what I mean? Like when you have work at like 3 or something
Hmm.
and you can't do an entire activity because you have to like work, but it's too much to just like sit around, you know?
Yeah.
So I think going to the thrift stores is like a fun little activity that can take either 15 minutes or 2 hours,
Uh-huh.
whatever you make of it. And just going to different ones. Not gonna lie, this week was a little bit of like a miss for me.
Hmm.
Not a lot of them were hitting, but I did find some cool things.
I really want to go thrifting soon because I want some like fall clothes.
Hmm.
And I'm just tired of paying like $50 for a single piece of clothing anywhere nowadays.
I know. It's also, like sustainable and all that.
Yeah. Um, my next thing is okay, so I'm reading this book right now. I added it to my favorites list because it's already such a good book that I just like
And you haven't
want
finished
to
it
talk
yet?
about, and I haven't finished it yet. But like literally this whole summer, most of the summer I was in like a reading slump because all the books I was reading were terrible. Like I read Beach Read and that was like a terrible book. And then I read this other book that was like okay, but I just like hadn't read a book in a while that like
Hmm.
gave me like that feeling. So right now I'm reading this book called The Morning Star by Karl Ove Knausgaard. He's like Norwegian or something. It's like
Hmm.
translated from Norwegian.
Oh, wait.
Um, but it's my brother Kirk's one of his favorite books. And it's so good so far. Like, like I don't. It's just like so good. It's like all these different characters, and they show their lives, and then one day this giant bright star appears in the sky, and
Hmm.
then from there it's like the end of the world.
Oh, wait.
And but they don't really know. I don't really know what's gonna happen yet because I'm still. I mean, I'm more than halfway through the book, and they've still only shown the first day where they all see the star. But weird things are starting to happen, and like all these really weird things start happening, and then I'm not sure if the world will end in the book or if it'll just end like at a cliffhanger, but we'll see. But it's just very like interesting.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
The world ending.
It's kind of a
Love that.
thriller, like it's kind of scary. Like the other
Oh,
night,
yeah.
the other night I kind of like was scared and couldn't really go to go to sleep
Because,
because I forget what happened, but like it was just a little bit like unsettling.
yeah, the whole world ending concept, I feel like, is
Yeah.
unsettling because it's like, wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. My next recent obsession is the snippet that Nicki Minaj posted of
This
upcoming
is so like niche.
of an upcoming song. It's on that album that's coming out November 17th. Pink Friday 2 is in stores then, you
Hmm.
guys. But because I don't have social media, I've been looking up every night. I like Google Nicki Minaj and look at the news articles, and I finally saw that like it was like Nicki
That's
Minaj
such
previews
that's such parasocial energy.
on it. Oh, okay.
Go
Oh,
watch
okay.
go
Go
listen
listen
to
to
our
our
episode.
episode. Oh, that was telepathy, like
Telepathy.
synchronized.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I finally saw this news article that was like Nicki Minaj teases snippet, and I was like, here it is, here it is. So I go to the Twitter/X or whatever, the
Oh
website.
my gosh.
I'm not
Don't
calling
even
it
get me
X.
started on that.
Okay, the
Also,
Twitter
they
website.
changed the the app icon. Well,
Hmm.
obviously it had the X, but now they added this like chalk looking like
Really?
marbled background behind it, and it's like who the heck is your graphic
I
designer?
loved the little tweet, the
The
bird.
bird, that was one of the best logos ever created. Like if you look it up, it's like very genius the way that they designed it, and they just threw it out the window.
Anyways, I went on the Twitter website and I saw the snippet, and obviously I think this is just gonna be a song on the album. I don't think it's any sort of lead single or anything, but it was so good, and like I just need to hear the full song. So yeah. Can I just like describe what Anna's doing? Anna is filming. Anna is filming me for the behind the scenes video. But yeah, the Nicki Minaj snippet was really good, and I've just been like putting it on repeat, even though it's like a 20-second snippet, and 50% of it is the beat, but
Mhm.
it's really good. And I'm just so excited for this album.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited too. Like, it's like partly secondhand excitement, but also I'm like,
Okay.
over
I'm
the
just
years,
kidding.
no, like over the years, like you have gotten me into more of a Nicki Minaj fan.
Yeah.
So like, I'm excited. My next thing is playing the guitar. I finally, like, I've been wanting to play the guitar for years now, and like, I finally did it. Like, it took forever. So, I got a guitar off of Facebook Marketplace, and it's actually like a really good guitar. It was only $100, and it's been good. And I've been practicing like almost every day. The only times that I don't practice are when I'm just like too busy. Like every time I have the chance, I practice for like an hour a day, sometimes like 2 hours a day because it's
Wow.
just so fun that like I just lose track of time.
Have you gotten the blisters yet?
Yeah, I've had calluses
Oh,
for a while, but now they're at the point where they're like consistent calluses. They're
adapting.
like they're there, but they're not like all peeled up or anything
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
They're just like
You're
permanently
getting
gonna be
used
there.
to
Yeah.
the guitar
And like it doesn't
life.
hurt anymore to play because
Oh,
now I can play for like 2 hours and it doesn't hurt. Whereas like the first few weeks it really hurt. Like I was like in pain. Um
and you talked about in our summer productivity episode wanting to do that. And it's like
yeah,
a
I'm
full
so
circle
glad
moment you did it.
yeah, like I'm so glad I got it at the beginning of summer because now I know a few songs so I can like show people when I get back to school.
Oh,
Um the main songs I can play are like so I do like video tutorials on there's two YouTube channels I've been using. Andy Guitar, which is my favorite, and then Justin Guitar.
I love how the channel names are just
I know they're just like and their
Anna
name
Catherine. We're like Anna Guitar.
yeah. No, their names are such like guitar teacher names.
Hmm.
So I've some songs I can play are like I do like video tutorials. So last week I learned The One I Love by REM and that one's actually like really
Mm.
easy and it has like a riff. The ones that have riffs are fun because it like feels like an accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
And then like I can play You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift, but like not just kind of like the chords, not like anything super crazy. And then I don't know, just a lot. I honestly have played a lot of songs and it's really fun. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it. And hopefully, like, I'm worried that when I move into my apartment, like, I don't want to bother my neighbors or whatever.
I'm so scared of like apartment life
Yeah, but
because I
like,
love singing so loud.
yeah, but I'm hoping to like keep up practicing every day because like I have like seen a lot of improvement.
Literally, when I was at the film thing, I got like sad because I just couldn't sing because the dorm walls were so thin
That's so
that I was like,
funny.
I need a car to like scream sing something right now. Okay, my next thing is Enos, which ironically enough, I only did this in the mountains, but it was just so relaxing and just like that summer moment, when you're just Enoing in the mountains,
That was like the best part of the whole trip.
literally. And so yeah, that was just super memorable, so it made it on the list. But I need to set it up again. The only thing about Enos is it's actually the easiest thing to set up, but just the idea of it sometimes seems really
Yeah.
jarring.
No, like
Jarring.
recently I keep wanting to do it at my house and then I get scared that like bugs are gonna fall on me.
Oh, I have like a huge fear of snakes. Like it gets worse by the day.
My next thing is so my mom and I have been watching this TV show every once in a while called Abstract on Netflix and it's kind of like a documentary series about like each episode is about a different artist. So they're all types of artists and designers in different
Hmm.
categories. So like the first ones we watched obviously were graphic design. And the graphic design ones were the best. I don't know if it's just because like I'm interested in graphic design the most, but like those were really good episodes. And then they have ones about like architecture, fashion design, um, illustration. What was another good one? They even have like sneaker design, toy design, like each episode shows a different artist and all these artists are just like so good and they're like really inspiring. So We haven't actually finished it yet. We still have a few episodes left, but like they're kind of good, just like standalone episodes. So you
So
can
each
just like,
episode is different. It's
yes,
not like one
yeah.
big.
So like you don't have to watch the whole thing at once.
Oh, that's cool. The next thing is a Thai tea float.
Mm.
I got this at the boba place that I go to, and they have like Thai tea ice cream, and they just make the Thai tea with boba and then put it on top. And I never thought that this would be my dream summer refreshment
Mm-hmm.
beverage thing because it's amazing and I need it 24/7.
Yeah, Thai tea is so good. My next thing is, I guess I'll give you my tea related thing
Ooh.
now, to go off of that theme. So this is literally just like something that I've only done this past week. So like I don't know how I made it on the list, but it was really good, and I guess it's like
Mhm.
fresh on my mind. But last week, so in the mornings I drink hot tea because I don't know, like in the afternoons sometimes I'll drink. Well, it's funny. I'm more of an iced coffee person, but I mainly drink hot tea unless it's like boba tea.
Mhm.
Um, so I made this like chai tea drink like a few or last week. I guess when we got in the mount when we went to the
Oh,
mountains,
it's
I
in the
got more into
mountains.
chai, chai
Oh.
and Thai. Um, but then last week I made this like before I went to work. So it's like this vanilla chai tea from, I don't know, just like literally any brand. It's a vanilla chai flavor. And then I use agave. I've been using agave this summer instead of honey because it actually blends in easier. It like mixes in
Yeah,
easier.
I know what you
I
mean.
It's way easier to use than honey, honestly. So I put honey at the bottom. Then I pour
Or
the
agave at the bottom.
or sorry.
It's funny. You're like, I don't use honey. I put honey at the bottom.
I put agave at the bottom, and then I put I make the vanilla chai tea. And then we have this like milk frother thing. So I make steamed milk or frothed milk. And then I add agave into that too so that it is all mixed in. And then I put cinnamon on the top. And it's just like a really good
Oh,
drink.
that sounds so good.
Hmm.
I honestly like need to try
I think
that.
I made it last week when I was like in my, I wish it was fall week.
The craving, what is it? Craving a PSL
Yeah,
in the
craving
dead
a
of
PSL in
summer.
the dead of summer.
Okay, my next obsession, this why is it all like food or drink related? These mango cream popsicles from Trader Joe's.
Mm.
You start eating the popsicle. I was gonna say licking the popsicle. That just like I don't know. Okay, and then you think it's just a normal mango popsicle, and then there's like this like ice cream in the middle of it, and it just blends so well together.
Ooh.
And my dad bought them like 2 weeks ago, and then we had to buy them again because we ran out. Um, but like they're so good, so they had to make
Yeah.
it on the list.
I always forget about popsicles.
I literally made them yesterday.
Okay, I'll talk about some movies that I've watched recently because I've watched a lot of movies this month. So oh, okay. So I talked about this in the last episode, but I went to watch Theater Camp in theaters last week, and it was like such a good movie. Like, oh my gosh. I changed my rating to 5 stars because I just like
Oh, you
keep thinking
did?
about it. You need to watch it. Like,
I
you will
want to
love
see this
it.
so bad.
It's just like I love I'm starting to realize that I really like funny movies, but I don't like it when it's categorized as like comedy. I don't really
Yeah.
like the stupid comedy movies like you know what I'm talking
Do
about?
you, okay, but you can be honest, do you categorize Bridesmaids in that?
Yes, but I did actually like
Okay.
Bridesmaids.
Because I literally love that movie.
No,
I
yeah,
was
it
dying.
was really good. I was laughing like the whole time. Um it just like still I think something about like I just want there to be more of a story or like a
Yeah, I
or
do.
there's a story, but like
The story was a little, okay, if you really think about it, it's like, okay, it's all the bridesmaids go on a trip, she messes it up.
that it
That's
actually
to
was a really good message actually like
true.
cuz she realized that like she was being too the
Too
whole time
overprotective.
the whole time she was like blaming the other friend on doing all these things, but
Yeah.
really she was the one being
And she
annoying.
knew that she was like trying to like box her in and
Mhm.
also with the guy too.
Yeah. Um but so the two movies I'm about to talk about are like very Very funny movies. So theater camp, obviously, that was like so funny. You have to go watch that. And then last night, me and my mom watched Triangle of Sadness. Have you seen that?
No, the way
Like,
when you texted, you're like, you have to watch this, and Kelena was like, What's that?" Or what did she
it's,
say? She said like, "Wait, what?" And it was just funny.
oh, did she? I didn't see
She
anything.
said, "What's that?" And, like, it's
Oh,
just
did I
funny.
not respond?
No.
Oh, it's just like, so it was basically about, honestly, I could see a lot of this happening on one of our trips. It was like very
Ooh.
vacation horror stories vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go
these
listen to
two,
our last episode.
yeah, so these two models go on a cruise, like a luxury cruise. And it's like the whole movie is just so awkward. Like, it's just so awkward
I actually love
to
awkward
the point where it's
movies.
so funny. Like, they're just having all these conversations with like old people, and they're just like, really, it's just so awkward, but like really, really, really accurate. And then I'm not giving any spoilers because this is in like the
Mm-hmm.
premise when you look it up. So then they get deserted on an island, and they have to like deal with, and it's not like a typical like comedy movie. Like it's more of
Mm-hmm.
like a drama, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about like reversed roles. So it's split into three categories, and each, or three like segments of the movie, and each segment shows like a different reversed role, like gender roles, or
Oh.
like economic roles. It's like
Mm-hmm.
really, you would really like it as a
Mm-hmm.
film major.
As a film major in
As
high
a
school.
pre-film major. But like, oh my gosh, it was such a funny movie. I rated it 5 stars.
Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. Wait, what is it on?
I think it's on Hulu or Apple TV, but we just rented it. It was like only $4 though.
Okay, because I don't have Hulu, I don't think.
Yeah.
Actually, we do not have Hulu, but my next obsession is watching 2018 YouTube. And I
Mm.
feel like I might have actually said this in our other monthly favorites episode that we did, just like our third episode or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah.
just watching super nostalgic YouTube, or like it is nostalgic, but like 2018 YouTube, because people who had no idea what a pandemic was or like
Yeah.
that was
Wait, that's so
coming, like
true.
it almost like seems like we're so innocent. It's like, oh my god, you had no idea.
Wait, I kind of want to watch it now, like with that in mind.
And I was watching like the Sister Squad, which, okay,
Oh,
when they were like at their
I was actually
peak,
just about to say like the Dolan twins.
yeah,
Where did they go? Like they just disappeared.
I have no idea. I
No, like
think,
they've completely disappeared. They're not even on Instagram or
yeah,
anything.
which honestly, like, go you.
They did a good job just disappearing.
Yeah, like live your life, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I like watched the Sister Squad at their peak, but I was never a big fan. And when I say big fan, I don't mean like I just didn't watch them. I didn't watch the Dolan twins or James Charles.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I've always been an Emma Chamberlain
Yeah.
fan because, like, duh. I've talked about that like a lot. But yeah, I was just like watching. I was going down Emma's videos and stuff and just watching all of from that era, and I watched
Mm-hmm.
this just the Sister Squad videos, and it's just it it makes me happy. Like it just
Yeah.
brings me serotonin, but I don't know how to explain what about it is so
No, 2018
interesting.
YouTube was also such a vibe. And that was the year before I started my channel.
Hmm.
So I think that's when I was really watching YouTube, and I was like, man, I want to do this so
I
bad.
know.
I feel like 2013 and 2018 were like the two peaks recently of YouTube.
Yeah. I honestly, it's weird to see the evolution of YouTube because I think then super fast paced editing was the thing.
Yeah.
Or like not even just editing, just super fast
Like,
paced
was that
videos.
when Emma Chamberlain would do all the zoom ins, or was that
Yeah.
earlier?
And that was also Antonio Garza era. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when everybody was doing that. And now I feel like it's super slow,
Yeah.
which I think I like it,
Do
but
you think it has to do with the pandemic? Like,
I think it has to do with Emma Chamberlain. She's the
true,
trendsetter.
true.
Um, but
But do you think Emma Chamberlain slowed down because of the pandemic? Because I feel like her life was slower during 2020, so she
yeah,
filmed more like, it was more
like
cinematic.
house vlogs.
Yeah, and I remember
Yeah.
like this specific vlog where she's like showing the outside of her window and then she shows her like playing the drums,
Yeah.
and it's just like longer clips.
There was like two different eras. There was the home vlogs where she would just, go to Trader Joe's, do all that,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just be like normal vlogs. And then it was, I think, like August of 2021 is when she started doing like the one or like the short titles and the
Mm-hmm.
cinematic music and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I do love that, but I think it's in terms of the cycle, I think that the slow
I
I think
think.
I think the slow paced YouTube is going out. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me as a viewer,
Interesting. Hmm.
but I don't know if my mind is too fast paced and I need something that's like
Yeah, I feel like YouTube has just been in a really weird place recently the past few years.
no.
And I feel like I'm hoping that there's a new like peak soon. I'm hoping there's a new surge
Right.
of something new soon.
Like I kind of miss the fun part of YouTube because I think now
Yeah.
there's a lot of
The vlogs just aren't very fun anymore.
yeah,
They're more serious.
and I don't know how to explain this because like I feel like self-care vlogs are getting repetitive and I know that sounds
Yeah.
bad, but so I need to like elaborate on this. I think I love self-care vlogs and just like one of my favorite Emma Chamberlain videos is this one that's like how to recover from a meltdown. I think it's called. I
Mhm.
watched that like when I'm having a bad day because something about it is just so comforting and like
Mhm.
I don't know. So like I love just self-care vlogs and stuff. But I think it's getting to a point where it's almost
It's like
like
oversaturated.
yeah.
There's like so many of them cuz every time I like don't really watch many of the like my vloggers anymore. They're
Hmm.
cuz they're all just like relaxing self-care day plus work from home vlog or something like
Yeah.
that. The videos I watch nowadays are like I really only just watch like Jubilee videos and like
Jubilee.
because I don't know, those videos are always really
They're
funny.
like the odd one out
Yeah.
and
And
yeah,
then
okay,
like
middle ground.
cut and they do yeah,
They do some
yeah.
really
Mainly
interesting topics
Jubilee.
and stuff.
I sometimes watch like Recess Therapy, which is the YouTube channel that had the corn kid.
Oh,
Um
oh really?
yeah, those are really funny videos. And then just like
Hot ones. I
hot
love hot
yeah, I watch
ones.
hot ones. Like I'm more into like nowadays I watch more of the studio produced YouTube.
Oh,
Does that make
really?
sense? Like
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I enjoy, sorry, like hit my pop filter. I enjoy that side of YouTube, but I do stick to my vloggers and stuff. But, or they're not all vloggers. Like I do watch some like video diaries and
right.
just more formatted, planned out videos. But I don't know. I don't want to seem like this when I say the self care vlogs. Like I feel like it sounds bad, but I'm like I've seen too many of these. Like that
But
sounds
they are kind
super.
of all the same. Like
Yeah, but I don't know if anybody else agrees with this, but I don't know. It just does
cuz
seem
there's
oversaturated.
only so many things you can do for self-care, so that's why it gets
It
repetitive.
seems like the same title, some or like the same video, different title. Like it's like how to get out of a
Right.
rut,
Yeah.
recovering from when like it's just like stuff like that. And I think that there was a time where that was like needed and stuff. And there's also just like times in my life where I need to watch like a really slow paced vlog.
Mhm.
But other times when I'm feeling down, like I need something like fast paced and fun and
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. Um my next thing is trying out local stores. This is like really random,
Ooh,
but I mean, this is partly because of my job this summer. So my internship, I work for like I'm not gonna say like the specific thing, but it's like a media company and I do social media. Um, and we just go around to all these different places around town and like shoot content and stuff. So like I've gotten to go to so many different local restaurants and like local stores. There's a new cat cafe that just opened near us, so we got to go to that. Um, and it's just been fun. Like I kind of want to explore the city more because even though I've lived here my whole life, like it's it's getting a lot of new things. And like it's just fun to like try out new
mm-hmm.
stores and like there's like we went to a succulent shop and then like just yeah, all types of things. So it's been really fun this summer.
Yeah, I honestly love local places. Just sometimes finding them, and then there's not a lot of
Mhm.
close ones to our house or to my house, I feel like. So sometimes it is a little bit of a drive,
Mhm.
but Yeah, okay, so the next thing on my list, so me and my sister got obsessed with this show called Acapulco, and it's on Apple TV, and it's about this hotel, and just it's kind of like the way my sister described it is Jane the Virgin mixed with The Office, kind of.
Hmm.
Like it does have very Office vibes in
Is it like
terms of,
funny?
yes, it's really
Oh,
funny.
okay.
It does have Office vibes in terms of how they film the work environment, and it's focused on like the employees and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But there's still like a plot definitely and romance stuff, and there's also
Right.
like flashbacks and stuff because it's mostly him just telling the story, like his older self, and then it shows his
Mm-hmm.
younger self and
How
stuff.
long are the episodes?
I think they are in the 50-minute mark,
Okay.
but like it's really
I know.
good.
I don't. I feel like that's my problem with like watching shows recently. Is
No,
like
I agree though,
all the
actually.
shows are like almost an hour long, and so I just can't commit to that. I just can't commit to that because
Yeah.
I I can watch 3 20-minute episodes in a row, but I cannot watch
Wait, I
one
think they're
one
like
hour.
30 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad actually.
I didn't really like think about that.
My next thing is so this summer I've I've gone through like a music shift in like what I listen to.
Ooh.
I've just been listening to like a lot of 90s music, obviously, because I like went through my Blur obsession in the month of June to
Taylor
July.
Swift, watch
I
out.
swear.
The
No, I
Spotify
swear I
rap.
like blacked out for like a whole month. Like I just like listened. That's like the only thing I listened to for a
Oh
month.
my
I'm like not
gosh.
even kidding. Um,
Honestly, me with the age of pleasure though, this month so far, like it's
yeah,
only been Janelle
no,
Monáe.
like it was kind of bad, but I've like gotten out of it now. But I no, I like I still listen to Blur a lot, obviously. But like, so I've also so ever since I started listening to them, I've been listening to like Damon Albarn's other stuff like Gorillaz and like his like solo album or albums. Um, and then also I've been listening to like Oasis. And then I just have been listening to a lot of like albums from the 90s, so like Oasis, the Pixies, um, Smashing Pumpkins,
Hmm.
Stone Roses, and what's the other one? I've them like written down. Oh, I also listened to like a Radiohead album the other day. That was good.
Oh,
But I just
yes.
like have like
Radiohead,
yeah,
yes.
that I've just been like listening to a lot of that all summer. And it's been really good. And also it's been good for like learning guitar because a lot of the songs that I've been listening to are really good like beginner guitar songs. So like I've been able to play stuff that I'm like familiar with because
Hmm.
honestly, as much as I love like Taylor Swift, I feel like sometimes pop songs are kind of hard to like
Yeah.
the chords are kind of repetitive whereas rock songs they're more like there's different sections like there's the intro, which is normally like a riff or something, and then there's like the chorus, and then there's like a solo. So it's
Yeah, I know
like
what you
I
mean.
feel like I've had a better time learning guitar, like being familiar with that type of music.
Hmm.
The last thing, because wait, are you sure you don't have like anything else?
No, that was it for
Okay,
me.
okay. Um, the last thing for me is I have this app called Airbuds, and it's like this music app where it like tracks what you're listening to every week.
Oh,
Um,
okay, I think I've heard of this actually.
yeah,
Can you see what your friends are listening to?
yeah,
Or is that a
yeah. You
different
can see
app?
what your friends are listening
Okay.
to. I like don't have any friends on it though. I have this like one random friend that's just like this random person from high school that added me that I haven't talked to her in a while, but like we were friends in high school. But like I don't really go on the app to look at like what my
I would
friends are
get so
listening to.
self-conscious about that.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully she like doesn't see what I'm listening to all the time. But so I it gives you like a weekly recap of what you listened to that
The
week.
week recap, they stole it from Telepathy.
Oh my gosh, they
And the music
did.
shout out, that's like kind of stealing.
Yeah.
Joke. Okay, sorry.
The music shout out. So every Sunday night, wait, is today Sunday? Oh my
It
gosh,
is.
wait, it comes out in 30
Oh
minutes.
my gosh.
So every Sunday night, they give you like your recap from the week, and it's like it shows you how many minutes you listened to, how many artists you listened to, how many tracks played, and then it gives you your top five or top three artists, and then top five songs, and how many times you've listened to them.
Hmm.
So it's fun to like see like
Yeah,
what your most listened to song of the week was. Like I get excited for it every week. Um, but that's been a fun app. I literally like look forward to it every week. But yeah.
that is it from us for this episode. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, sadly now Enzo's going to be in school after
Next episode,
this next
next episode, I'm gonna be in school. No,
episode.
no, no, no.
No, wait. Maybe next one we record.
When we record, no, but when it comes out, I will
Yeah.
be in
Um
school.
but I'm not going back for another 2 weeks. We only have like a few more weeks of recording in person.
No,
And
I
then we're
can't go
back
back
to
to
online for a
online.
whole year or like until Christmas break.
There's also random weekends though where I feel like you come
Yeah,
home, so I don't
maybe.
know.
So, yeah, that's it for this episode. Be sure to go watch our collabs next week when they come out.
Yes,
We'll remind you next week because
we'll remind you.
the next episode will come out before the collabs will come out.
Oh yeah, but we're like hyping this up as
That's
if it
weird.
was coming
Yeah.
out tomorrow, but it's
Yeah,
like you're actually gonna have
it's
to wait
like
a
it's because we're
while.
recording it right now and like recording it this week, so that's
We're
why.
in production. We've
Yeah,
not
we're in
started post-production
production.
yet.
Such a pre-film major you are.
Pre-film major. Anyways, thanks for
Anyways,
listening. If you wanna go follow our Instagram or TikTok or the YouTube handle, it's at the telepathy at the telepathy pod, at the telepathy pod. And yeah, go subscribe to our personal YouTube channels.
Anna, Katherine, and
Enzo Antonio, and give us like a rating or something on the platforms. Do that if your heart wants you to.
answer the Q&A sticker on
Oh yeah, we
this
forgot
on
about that.
Spotify. But you can also answer the camp questions on our Instagram.
Moral of the story, we've just given you a bunch of places to interact with us, so that's your homework. Anna's taking a picture of me for content. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.